So I saw a post that kind of annoyed me and I wanted to talk about it. Calories in, calories out. Somebody was claiming that since the body is not a closed system, it is an open system, that does not apply. Simply put, the body is a open system because things are going to change and variables can't be controlled. Something like a closed system would be easily understandable because it's frictionless, there's no metabolic processes, etc. And so since our body can change in terms of its regulation of these things, again, like our metabolism, that means that there's variability in the total amount of burn that we have per day. Now, this is true. Let's say my baseline for calories is 2,200. One day it might be exactly that. One day it might be 2,250. One day it might be 2,000. One day it might be 2,500. And this is just at base, at rest. We're counting for the basal metabolic rate or your resting metabolic rate. But that does not mean that calories in, calories out does not apply. That is simply not true. Because the calories out number is what you're accounting for. With an open system, that is part of it, is the calories out. Can you track calories out, the exact number every single day? Absolutely not. But you can be relative, you can have a variable. And so let's say at the very bottom end of the range of my 2,200 roughly, let's say the worst day I burned 2,000. I would set, because I have an average, let's say my average calories in then is 1,800. I will lose weight. I will lose weight. All this simply means is you can't have one set number and guarantee that every single day weight loss occurs with 100% certainty because of our body being an open system. But with a low enough amount of calories, you would lose weight. If a person's base metabolic rate is 3,000 and they eat 700, they will lose weight. All this means is the closer you are to maintenance, the more variability there may be in the amount of weight that you lose, or you might slightly gain weight on the days where your metabolic processes are lower. Again, this does not mean that calories in, calories out does not work. It 100% works. It just means that your maintenance level varies day to day, and so it may go up and down. This is not an excuse to not track your calories. This is not an excuse that you can't lose weight. This simply means that with a low enough amount of calories, you will lose weight. You just have to eat maybe a little less on some days, but other days you could eat a little bit more. All this means is that the variables that you can control, you should 100% control. You should 100% control your sleep because that plays a role. You should 100% control your stress levels because that plays a role. All of these other variables outside of the gym, they are important. So please, if you see somebody do this argument of, oh, the body isn't a closed system, calories in, calories out doesn't work, just block them or show them this video.